Well, howdy, everybody. Welcome back to Derpcraft, episode 11. I hope everyone has had a fabulous week. I hope you're not in a food coma from the holidays. Happy weekend to everybody. I'm not exactly certain what day of the weekend this is going to go up because I have a lot of editing to do, but I wanted to get an episode up here before New Year's just to say hello to everyone. And I hope everyone's doing fantastic today. So we've got a lot to work on today. We actually have a few things in the base to work on as far as the tower, which is done, and I'll be showing you that a little bit later here. Tower is done. The auto-smelting system has been moved over to the tower, and we have to work on a storage system because I require additional pylons. I'm so out of storage, it's not even funny. But first, I actually want to do something I've been meaning to do, and I've been remiss in actually getting this done, is I wanted to show off some of the other very cool builds and very cool builders here on the server. So today we're actually going to be looking at Evelina, Bodu, and Futu's base. And then we're going to be looking at a new community build that we actually did this week that I helped out with as far as the building and some of the outlying structures for. So we're going to take a look at that, but we need to go over to Evelina, Bodu, and Futu's base and take a quick tour because they've got some really cool stuff that I think you're going to really like. And yeah, let's go. Let's go take a look and we'll go from there. So I happened upon Evelina, Bodu, and Futu's island base while visiting their new shop, and I just had to give everyone a tour of it. I've been on the server for a few weeks now, and I actually feel really bad that I haven't done more of this. There are some awesome builders and redstone engineers on the server, and I want to feature one or more of each of the quirky, talented people that call MC Harmony home at least once an episode. Starting with this island, which three of the Harmonizers? Should we call ourselves that? Anyhow, where three Harmonizers call home. They have a lot of great design here, and I'm excited to show it off to everyone. This is Evelina's outstanding treehouse base. As you can see, it's based around two standard trees that have been customized and added to a bit to give her space to work with, but it isn't a completely artificial construct. She has done an amazing job of making the house feel like it belongs in the environment, to the point that I was honestly wondering if she didn't just grow a bunch of trees until the perfect ones happened to sprout, that she then built on. You'll find all the normal base-related things here, but done in such a way that it feels much more organic than some of the totally custom tree builds I've seen on YouTube and others elsewhere do. Not that there's anything wrong with making a totally custom treehouse, mind you. I've seen some amazing custom work done for those. But this one feels much different, much more like something you'd see from Swiss Family Robinson, the original one, not the 300 knockoff remakes. Go rent it, watch it if you've never seen it. Than it does from the tree and skyline dwellings of Avatar, for example. This base also shows off how cobblestone, which a lot of builders abhor for its weird texture and plainness, can be put to great use in ceilings and support columns, two areas I think it really shines in. Evelina's treehouse features multiple levels, some very smart design as far as storage and crafting placement, and a lot of great decorative touches like paintings, plants, and atmospheric mobs. And the view's spectacular. You can see everything from the top of her base, including their great custom lighthouse and their automation area where they grow and automatically harvest vast quantities of wheat, potatoes, and carrots quickly and efficiently. I think what I like most is the splashes of color here and there, offsetting the mainly brown, green, and gray block palette she was working with. She's dropped enough carpets and brightly colored blocks in around the structure to break up the drabness that can set in from using too much of one or two block types of similar colors, and makes her decoration stand out all the more. All in all, this is a great build, and I hope it gives you some inspiration for your next treehouse design. Next door to Evelina is Bodu's mini mansion, which, while it's of wildly different style, it and Futu's starter house are built from much of the same block palettes, so they don't look completely out of place with each other. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but accidental or otherwise, I think all three designs managed to blend in very well with each other, rather than any one really being the odd man out as far as design. Once again, we see he's used the cobblestone accents, columns, and wood frames, but he's chosen white terracotta for his exterior, which is a great neutral color and texture you can really put with just about anything, and it will complement it well. Inside, you find a lot of the same framing and touches of color here and there that you saw Evelina put to such good use in her build, and it's just as striking here. Plants, accents, and carpets using a much brighter, cheerier color palette break up the wood and cobble textures, giving your eye something to focus on in each room. The parrots also make a return, making the build feel like a real living home, rather than just a static structure to store your stuff and build things. The use of staircase and slab blocks to break up the sides and tops of rooms is also used here, so even when you have rooms lacking in brighter colors, you never get square fatigue from looking at a room shaped like a box. Where there isn't color, there is depth and texture, both of which serve to make each room look interesting and appealing. And no mansion's complete without a grand staircase to at least a second level, which, while under construction, still uses a lot of the same design tricks to break up the cobble and wood sameness, giving it a very deep feel. To the left is Bodu's bedroom, which again uses a lot of brightly colored objects and decoration to make it feel like a home and not just a place. His use of glass paints throughout the build is also a great choice, as buildings built with darker, harsher colors can really feel dank and hazy inside, so letting in as much natural light as possible should always be at the top of the list for things to remember. And this is one of my favorite features of his build, the secret vault. Well, I guess it isn't secret now. Sorry, man. Apparently, since Futu likes to prank him by occasionally stealing and selling his items, he's had to lock away his storage system in this vault to keep Futu's hands off his stuff, which I find terribly amusing. This storage area actually feels like an old attic with steamer trunks everywhere, kind of like how your grandparents' house from back in the 50s probably felt. It's fairly standard, granted, but it makes great use of the space, and he's already got item frame labels ready to go. Finally, out the back door, he has built a very lovely cobblestone deck that he can fish from, while away the hours sipping on pina coladas next to the ocean, or perhaps plan world dominion. Hey, I don't judge. All three of these builds are great, and the fact they all complement each other makes them even more impressive. As a quick bonus, I wanted to highlight a project we worked on this week as a community, the Server Courthouse. This building was designed by Meloria, who also designed Cutlet's apartment complex you may have seen if you visited his streams at all. Meloria is an amazing builder with a lot of talent and an eye for architecture that I am unspeakably jealous of. For instance, this build uses 4 blocks. That's it. Stone slabs, nether bricks, quartz, and gray concrete. But the way each block complements or contrasts with the other really makes it an interesting, eye-catching design. I could go into the whole golden rectangle and rule of thirds as far as art and architecture goes, but I suspect nerding out like that will put you all to sleep, so I won't. What's almost as important as block choice in this build is the use of negative space. So many times when I see others building, or when I'm trying to put something together, I over-design or I over-accent. By not doing this, Meloria has basically let the negative space do the work for her, which is why it appears so cyclopean and imposing on the inside, while still retaining that great Romanesque epic feel that you see in modern American architectural building styles for government and legal buildings. You could plop this in the center of Boston or Washington, D.C., and no one would bat an eye, which means it is a great, realistic design. This was a lot of fun to work on with the community, and I'll make sure to turn my camera on for the next group project. And with the tour of Bodu, Futu's, and Evelina's amazing island base, we now have a couple of things that we want to do. We need to go pick up our Secret Santa gift. So let's go see what we've got at spawn. Alright, so apparently I've got a chest over here that'll have my name on it somewhere. Oh good, people are taking my free basic enchants. Fantastic. Okay. Stocking stuff for gift exchange. There I am. So... Oh my goodness. What do I have? I have money, money, money. Nice. Some booze. A squid hat! And 3 diamonds. Oh, man. Very, very cool. We got to put the squid hat on. Hang on. We needed our own squid hat. How's this look? Wow. That's amazing. I have a squid hat. Looks like the squid is eating my head. Nom 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 nom. Then what else do we get here? Oh yeah, booze. Well, I don't think this is booze. I think it's supposed to be an energy drink. I've tried this once before, but you can see what happens. So when we drink it, everything goes a little wobbly. Ooh, and it goes wobbly for a while. Oh, wow. Okay, let me get out of there. Oh, it's so wobbly. And wow, $300, 3 diamonds. I feel bad now because I got Oreo. The only thing I got Oreo was some end rods and some... Oh, there we go. Some end rods and some blaze rods, and a potion of water breathing, I feel kind of bad. I didn't get anywhere near a comparable gift to what he gave me. I think he was my Secret Santa. I think, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, he got me like some really high-end stuff, and I got him stuff that he can get anywhere. It kind of makes me feel bad. But we now have a squid on our head. we gotta run around with the squid. Oh, there's Cutlet.
Hello.
Run around with the squid on our head. Yay, squid! Whee! That is so ridiculous, and I love it. So thank you to I think Oreo was my Secret Santa too. So thank you so much for the squid hat. It's awesome, and the diamonds, and the lean, which I just drank and went wobbly for a while. So very cool. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Well, now that you've seen some amazing builds, let's look back at my sort of mediocre one. So the tower, as you can see, is complete. I actually posted a screenshot of this on my Twitter as well, so definitely go there if you want to see it from a greater height. It's about 55 blocks tall when all is said and done. So I finished it off screen because it was a lot of like trial and error and putting things together and climbing up and down and getting resources and blah 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 blah, and I just didn't feel like you watching that was going to be all that entertaining, A, and B, it would have taken an awful lot of editing to make it into something that seemed, I don't know, coherent. So we are done. So notice we have the full tower, and then we also have these two little outbuildings here that I thought looked cool with it. So that's my mine. We've rebuilt that, and we've got an armor stand on top of it as a guard, basically, or a statue. And then on the other side, another armor stand, and inside we have the nether portal. And we've moved the netherwort farm over there. So we've got nether portal in there, we've got our mine in there. Occasionally pigmen come wandering out, which is kind of nice because I can get gold from them. And then if we go inside our building, you'll see we have sort of a wall we've erected here out of trapdoors. And the reason I've done that is because behind that we have our, if I can get up there, we have our auto smelter system, which is a design that I got from, of course, Mumbo Jumbo, because he's the king of redstone. And it's pretty simple. We've just got a hopper system with 10 furnaces underneath, comparators and repeaters to move everything along. Although it's, I don't know if I'm happy with it. I might actually go back to sort of just a minecart system rather than this comparator repeater redstone system, because one item invariably will get stuck in this hopper for some reason. Everything else will work fine. All the furnaces work okay. It's just one item will get stuck in here, and this second furnace doesn't like working sometimes, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just redstone on a server issues or what it is, but it's very simple how it works. Oop, if I can get up there. Hang on, gotta open some trapdoors here. And the reason I have all these trapdoors is so I can go in and troubleshoot if things go wrong. There we go. So, pretty simple. You put the items that need to be smelted in there. Your coal goes back in here, and I've got tons upon tons of coal already in the system. So items that need to be smelted go in there, and I've got it set up so you can either come in directly from here and put them in the chest, or notice we have this water tunnel upstairs. So if we go upstairs here, using our wonderful water elevator, we've sort of built this out a little bit, and we've got an item dropper here. So this is just a standard water column. It's not source blocks, so everything will float down. So if I come up here, put things in my storage system that's going to start up here and then go down a little bit further, you just toss items in there, they go down into the chest, into the hopper, into the system, smelt everything, and when you go back downstairs, you can grab it all, which is, I thought, kind of ingenious. And we've, of course, got a trapdoor so you don't fall in and smelt yourself. That would be bad. Player smelting is bad. And then upstairs here, I used ladders just because they were the most efficient way to do this. I would prefer stairs or some sort of elevator, but ladders are fine. Then you go upstairs and the view, oh, the view is so gorgeous. And there's my base down there, my shop, all my different farms. And over there you've got someone's house. I don't know who that is, but someone's built over on that mountain there. Cutlet's area is over that direction. You can't see it because of the distance. And then over here, we've got someone behind me, but I don't know who that is either, to be honest. And then over there is, off in the distance, you can can't see beyond field of view, is the castle where the PvP happens, way over these mountains and in that swamp over there. So, but I love this view from up here. It is very, very cool. And then of course we've got end rods lighting everything up. We've got an end rod on the top. So I was pretty happy with the way this turned out. It's not the best, I admit, but it's about as good as my building skills will allow for. And then if we go back downstairs, I want to do something with this area, but I'm not sure what yet. But if we go back downstairs and then all the way downstairs here, we have what's going to be the storage area. So there's going to be an input system up there, and then all of the storage is going to be down here. And I'm not entirely certain how I'm going to do that yet. But this is where the storage system is going to be, and this is where I'm going to be building it at. And I desperately need to get that taken care of, because this is going to be basically my new home. So my old home out there, that is going to be demolished. And this is going to be my new home. In fact, that actually might be what I do with this area up here in the top of the tower. I might actually make this area up here. Blah, if I can get there. Hang on, let's try that again. So this might actually become my personal space. So this might actually be where I have my bed and everything. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure it out. But before we do anything, we desperately need to get that storage system built so that we can actually have more than, 10 chests worth of storage like I have right now. Close that, close that. So that is next on the agenda, is the storage system that is going to be getting built right now. So good news, bad news where the storage system is concerned. So good news is I got plenty of hoppers, I got plenty of chests, I'm good there. I also have plenty of redstone and repeaters and all that weird stuff. Bad news is that after watching videos by a number of different people who are a lot better with storage systems than I am, namely Tango Tech and Avomance and a few other people, it looks like the storage systems that they have are so bulky, and they talk about, this is a small storage system, and it's literally, so the storage system, for instance, would go, you'd have a double chest here, and then here, and then here, and then over here, and then you have some in the back wall, but the redstone would go out 20 blocks in either direction around all of them. So their idea of a small, and I'm trying to put quotes in the air with my character here, small storage system and my idea of a small storage system are wildly different. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with non-sorted, non-automatic storage. So we're going to do something very similar to what I did with my underwater base, which is where we're going to have chests up here with labels. They're going to filter down into hoppers, into chests below that, and then we can just go down there and get our stuff. I think that's honestly probably the best way to really do it with the space that I have here, because I thought I had more than enough space. I'm like, oh, I've got a ton of space, I can do whatever I want. No, not for something like that, you don't. So, and I also don't have enough hoppers, and I don't have enough iron to make as many hoppers as they want for those particular builds, because some of those auto sorting systems, if you use the hopper style, you're talking literally almost 3 stacks of hoppers to do it on the scale that I want to do it at, which isn't that terribly big. Or you're also talking about water to hoppers to chests, and I don't have enough room to run water here. I would need a much bigger area. So as big as I thought this thing was, it is not big enough for a large or even a medium-sized, really even a small automated storage system. So let's get to building with what we've got to work with, and we'll see where we're at in just a little bit here. So no, it's not the prettiest thing, and no, it's not the most efficient thing. But you know what? It'll work, and I'm okay with that, because this is a ton more storage than I currently have. And we'll do another one down there, and then we'll do another one down here, and then we could do 3 there. So we can do 1 down there, we can do 3 over here. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 specific storage bins for 8 different types of items, whether they're rocks or metal or redstone contraptions or what have you. So excellent. Then we can do some smaller chests up there for things like cooked food and stuff like that, which I never seem to have tons upon tons of. So yeah, okay, that'll work. So let's go ahead and basically replicate this all around here and give us little platforms that we can go stand on too to actually access them. That would probably be helpful. So let's do all that. So if you all have ever wondered what that secret vault that supposedly Prince had hidden in his house looked like, I'd like to think it looked kind of like this. So somewhere in here is where that documentary that Kevin Smith shot of Prince is in. It's probably in one of these chests somewhere. No, there's just wood in that one. And how many purple suits? Where would you put your purple suits? Where do I put my purple suits? This storage is crap. Alright, I think we've got the layout. I need to come up here and actually do some work on the lighting and maybe a little bit of decorative touches. But I think we've got everything ready to go. So this is going to look familiar to some of you. We got sand and dirt in this particular one that goes all the way down at the bottom. We've got cobblestone. We've got other random rocks. We've got iron and gold and those kind of products in here, although do I really need that much space for them? I really don't think I do. You know, well, we'll figure it out later. For right now, that's iron and gold. Raw materials, wood and wood products, uncooked food, refined materials or refined products, and then on the walls we've got our smaller chests, which we've got skulls, heads of other players and of withers and stuff like that. Random enchanted things, random enchanted books, end stuff, cooked food, redstone and redstone contraptions, various bits of nether stuff, mob drops, other than, you know, leather and stuff like that I'm just putting in raw materials. So there'll be like, you know, rotten flesh and bones and leather and gunpowder and stuff like that. And that's it so far. So we've actually got room to expand with our smaller chests here. And I think these, like I said, this one may change. This may turn out to be something else. But we've got room to expand because we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unoccupied chests. And we can put more on this wall back here. So we can put even more over there for random stuff. I can't really think of any other types of things we would need huge storage for other than the ones we've got here. But now I can actually go out and be a hoarding looter and not have to worry about not having enough room when I bring it back. Yay, us! So our storage system is complete, even though it's not exactly what I wanted. It'll work. And since I've already built this once before, it's very simple. I mean, this is easy to build. This is stupid easy to build. It's just chests and hoppers that just filter down to the chests here. The only issue with this system really is unless you go through and sort things, you do have stuff that's going to build up inside the hoppers before it goes to the next chest, and then the hopper, and then the next chest, and so on and so forth. So there is that, which is kind of irritating, but by the same token, I can live with that. And then we just have to go through and put in... Toady and his richest player. Then we just have to go through and sort of put in, like, maybe a... Because I can reach up to that chest. So right there. So if we put in, like, a ladder with a railing here, so we can go around and get to those chests up there, that would be the only other thing that I would add in. So basically we just have a railing that would go from this ladder all the way around so we can reach these chests once those fill up. But if I fill up 3, 4... 4 chests, 4 stacks of chests plus associated hoppers, which have another 5 in there. Maybe I should reconsider the fact that I'm hoarding everything that I see. So, but it's done. It's a wrap. We are complete. The storage is complete, and we can start the long, arduous task of moving stuff over from our old base over here to our new storage system. Oh, and I added in trapdoors here so I don't fall down these because reasons. Because falling for someone at my age is no longer just a mishap, it's now a medical emergency. And with that, I think we've had a long day, and I think we all need to take a rest and recuperate a little bit after building all of that storage, running up and down those stairs 300 times and seeing some very cool builds. I'm very glad I got a chance to do that. I'm going to be, as I said earlier on, I'm going to try and feature at least one person per episode on the server, whether they're a builder or a redstone engineer or an entrepreneur or however it is. And I definitely want to get the owner of the server and the main force behind all this, Cutlet, on at some point in the near future. It just depends on how our schedules sync up. So that is the plan. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. Thank you all so much for coming along. I do Minecraft content on my channel about 3 to 5 days a week right now. I do other games as well, but right now I'm just kind of in that Minecraft headspace, really enjoying the game and enjoying the people I'm playing with. So we're going to keep up with this for a while. Definitely going to keep up with the Derpcraft series. And I'll be doing the standalone one-off videos with a fair amount of regularity too. So as I said, about 3 to 5 days a week, we're going to be uploading content for the foreseeable future. So new episode of Derpcraft will be coming. Standalone episodes will be coming. If you did like the content, please make sure to leave a like on your way out. And also leave a comment as far as if you have an automated storage system you think would fit in that particular area better. Definitely leave a comment and or a link to it down below so we can take a look at it as well. Because like I said, everything that I saw that Tango Tech and Avamance and Mumbo Jumbo and who else did I check out? IBX Toycat and a few other people. All of them were just these huge systems, even for small automated storage systems. So I was just like, I don't have the room and I don't have the patience to try and put this together. So, but I do appreciate you coming along. I also am active on Twitter. You can follow me there at Akoto Kusumoto. I'm Akoto Kusumoto pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, anywhere you look. If you can search that name, you'll probably find me. So thank you very much for coming along. Once again, everyone, make sure you go out tonight, play some games, have some fun. We'll see you again next time. Have a good night, everybody.